Hand up, I'll admit it, I was wrong. Marcus Stroman was truly ahead of his time. He said he was a starter, and well, he's going to be a starter. The Yankees starting rotation, at least on paper, was loaded. But nothing's perfect. Things happen. Luis Gil had to cut a recent throwing session short because of tightness in his shoulder. He got an MRI and it showed a high-grade lat strain, so he will be out for 3 months, at least. And after that happened, Yankees general manager Brian Cashman went to Marcus Stroman, and we actually have video of Stroman's POV of what Cashman said to him.
Now you have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
As if losing Gil your reigning Rookie of the Year was bad on its own, then came news on the biggest gun they have. And as bad as this could be, it shouldn't at all be shocking. Really quick as always, if you're part of the 51% of viewers not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button if you enjoy the videos, as Gerrit just recently had his first spring outing, and it went just about as well as a ride on the Titanic. He got crushed. 6 runs on 5 hits, 2 of them home runs. There was even a part in the game after he gave up a 3-run bomb to Matt Wallner, where Cole left and came back the next inning, as that's allowed via spring training rules, only to give up another shot. After the Wallner homer, even one of the Yankee broadcasters acknowledged Cole seemed off. Like he was just laboring out there. The body language wasn't quite right. And the next day, we realized this start for Cole really might end up like the Titanic, one and done. Last spring training, Cole wasn't recovering the way he felt he should after his one start, actually, just like this spring. Things didn't seem right, and the only thing that was right was the discomfort he felt in his elbow. It was in his right elbow. Being shut down and visiting a doctor out in California to figure out what to do. It ended up being the best case scenario, considering the elbow wasn't damaged to the point he couldn't pitch that year. He didn't need surgery, he just had to have a delayed start to the season. But it's not like he was fully normal when back. In his second start of 2024, he gave up 6 runs in 4 innings against the Mets without recording a single strikeout. Over 4 innings, not one. Even getting crushed, I mean, you'd think he'd at least get a couple of them. And this was just the second time that's ever happened in his career. He wasn't that bad after that. That was rock bottom, but it obviously wasn't a vintage Gerrit Cole season we'd all expect, especially compared to his Cy Young season, literally the year before that. Good to see him back out there, though. The Dodgers, I think, really enjoyed that. But here's the thing, and I said this very thing a year ago when he had his first elbow issue. As good as it was that he wasn't getting Tommy John surgery and would eventually pitch in 2024, elbow problems don't just magically go away. It was always inevitable that this would creep back up into an issue. Likely more serious this time, and that's exactly what happened. After that start against the Twins, his elbow continued to get a lot more sore as he got home, to the point it was tough to sleep and really alarming the next morning. So he got an initial round of diagnostic imaging that gave him an idea of the injury, but he's seeking out second opinions now and just weighing his options. And again, this seems like a more concerning version of last year's situation, which is already concerning to begin with. It sucks. This is the reality of pitchers nowadays. Nobody is safe, not even Cole, who up until last year had been an absolute horse out there. Since 2017, he'd averaged 183 innings a season. 5 out of the 7 seasons from 2017 through 2023, he threw at least 200 innings. He was as reliable as he was dominant. But nobody can avoid eventually having these issues, and it always seemed that even if he didn't have to get elbow surgery last year, that doesn't at all mean he won't have to get it at some point, which could be now, and he knows it. Admitting himself, he's concerned about it. But nobody is more concerned right now than Rafael Devers. I mean, man, this is really bad news for him. And for the Yankees, it just dropped that Giancarlo Stanton might need surgery on his elbows that have held him out to this point, and if he does get surgery, his season is over. Like I said earlier, Gil single-handedly promoted Marcus Stroman, and now this just has disaster written all over it for Cole. Especially, I mean, even if he miraculously avoids Tommy John again, it can't be good to eventually start pitching again with an elbow that for 2 years in a row now hasn't seemed right. Last year was one thing, but with it happening in an even more scary way this time, there's a very legit chance Gerrit Cole's season is over before it even began. Let me know your thoughts, and thank you for watching.